Hi everybody, Dr. Albert Snow here, Holistic Gastroenterologist, creator of the GI Cure protocol, the only protocol in the world that actually heals inflammatory bowel. We don't make you feel better, we heal you. And 98% success rate. Check out the Holistic Gastroenterology, .com website. We have to fix that. And you'll see some really good stuff. And besides getting healed, we're building a knowledge base like no knowledge base you've ever seen. And there's an amazing community that we hang out with people from a Facebook page called Dr. Snow's Patients Past, Present, Future. Not my page at all. Someone named Ryan runs it. Tammy runs it. They're just patients of mine. And then I've been invited to speak on there. And a lot of great information and great people. Like I've said before, we've never seen a community like this. I've never heard one unkind word. And I know a lot of people over there are meeting each other, liking each other, hanging out. We're building a community, and some of those people are going to be participating in the GI Cure community. What am I going to talk about today? Well, I'm going to talk about, and I've touched upon it before, but this is called things you've never heard before, which is pretty much everything I said. I love drugs, not street drugs. I don't do marijuana. Excuse me. I don't do marijuana, any of that stuff. I talk about things like prednisone, anti-inflammatories, mesalamine, pentasa. Why do I love those? Because there's certain times in your journey well, you need that. They lower the inflammation real quick, because it's supposed to be a quick hitter, right? You have an unnaturally high level of inflammation. Why unnaturally? Because until recently, there was nothing that killed off the mucosal lining, allowing the very strong digestive acids to scorch your colon, stomach, and esophagus. So when that happened, it's caused by antibiotics, which are unnatural in the form that they give them to us, synthetic. They're like dropping an atom bomb in our gut. And so when that happens, it takes away the mucosal lining, and never in history did anyone live, any population have this problem where there was wide, big parts of their GI tract had no protection. The inflammation occurs from the acids, which are not trying to hurt you, but by nature they're acids. And so that's like having a house that's on fire. The flames are all the way up in the sky, 20 feet up in the sky, and the house is raging on fire. But we want to go in and rescue the cat. Maybe someone else is in there. We can't go in there with those flames like that, so we call upon the fire engine shows up. Brings the flames down, makes it so it's not quite as raging. Now we can go in and rescue the cat. The same thing with your inflammation. It's sky high. The natural stuff was not designed by nature to deal with the sky high flames because they never existed before until antibiotics. So now we have this natural stuff lined up, and we're looking way up at the tsunami of inflammation in your bowel, and we're saying, holy mackerel, what are we going to do? Well, we're not going to call Ghostbusters, but we're going to call the people that can give us some prednisone, our doctor. Can you give us some of that stuff to reduce the inflammation, the flames? And it does. It works really good. We use these things temporarily, whereby whether it be a month or sometimes a couple of months, could be as small as 10 days. So why do we like them? It brings down an inflammation. It's like the fire truck pouring the water on the roof of the house. It brings down the inflammation. Now the natural stuff can work. Because it's not designed to deal by Mother Nature to deal with those giant flames. It was designed to deal with small levels of inflammation. And so now with that reduced, they go in there and do their job. The job they couldn't do until you saw the prednisone or whatever. Then we do our job. We start to actually put things in place. We take the GI Cure protocol, build the mucosal lining, build up the tissue, skin, fat, and muscle, cover the nerves and blood vessels, and then we take away the prednisone. And voila, guess what? You're either healed or you're closer to it than before, and the probiotic did it, the colostrum did it, not the progesterone. They just helped. They're part of our team. We love the guy. Hey, you over there, come on over here. You know how to write prescriptions? Sure. Okay. Just get used to writing ones for anti-inflammatories for me, please. Okay. Don't write so many for probiotics, for antibiotics. So we have that team member. The pharmacist, come on over here. I know you never tell anybody anything. You know, when you hand them a bag with antibiotics in it, you should say, hey folks, warning, get some probiotic and colostrum to take after that, but you don't do that. Maybe you don't know. So you're not getting any help from those guys, but we utilize them when we need them for a prescription, and we take the prescription gladly. So I don't tell people to go out and get a drug, but when they are on one, I say hallelujah. Hallelujah, that's an asset. We turn whatever they give us into an asset. There's a side to everything that can benefit us. Okay, lower the inflammation, allow the supplements to work right, wean off of the progesterone, the steroid, whatever name they give you. Prednisone is the most common one. And then we found ourselves in a much better place because we were able to do some patching up. The person that, everyone else who uses a steroid who doesn't do what we're doing, building the levels of probiotic, skin, fat, and muscle, levels of mucosal lining from the probiotic, is not going to have the same success. They're going to pull off that prednisone, and they're it's like pulling off a Band-Aid. In this case, they're going to realize nothing's improved. Well, we're going to say, well, you didn't do anything. Now you over there, you pull off the Band-Aid, it's like, wow, I'm so much better. The worst that would happen would be you'd just be partially ill. You might find yourself fully ill. So that's why we love drugs, because they lower inflammation, which is the issue, and allow the natural stuff to work and actually do the job, because I wouldn't be able to do that with the flames right now. So that's why I love drugs. And sometimes we love drugs that we take, like the inhibitors, the medication for the acid reflux, because those also they don't reduce the acid as much as they block it, and we need a break. Give us a break from those extreme levels of acidity, and then we build the tissue the way I just described, and then what happens is that we back off of the pump inhibitors, and we find out we're either healed or closer, all because you took, as I talked about just recently about the acid reflux, take the liquid acid off us and put the colostrum in it. You do that while you don't even think about weaning off of the pump inhibitors until you've done this. Forget it. If you don't have enough good stuff, mucosal lining covering the tissue, and then you're going to take the inhibitors away, you're going to have a rebound effect. You're going to have extra acid come pouring out. You're going to think you had a heart attack. Well, you didn't put any mucosal lining and build up the skin, fat, and muscle while you were on that medication. How could you expect anything to be different if you haven't done anything different? It's like going to the gym and never taking off your sweatpants and shirt. And you go home and say, well, muscles aren't getting any bigger. If you don't do the homework behind the drug, don't bother trying to get off the drug. Okay, that's it for today. This is a quick hitter, things you've never heard before. Check out Holistic Gastroenterology.com. Of course, it's www. And you'll see a lot of stuff on there that my friend Mark is building. I call it the wall, the knowledge base. We're going to be packing information, things you've never heard before. Many volumes of that. As I speak, he's doing it. And you'll also find yourself getting healed with the GI Cure protocol. It really is worth looking at. It's $100 cheaper than having an appointment with me, just there alone. So that's it for today. I'll be back with some more quick hitters. So long.